So a guy's got a lot of TVs, and his family / landlords have been telling him he's got too many and needs to sell some. So when a guy I know contacted me and said, I know where a whole horde of TVs are out near where you live, I just said, yup, I want those. And now I've got an entire Suburban fully packed with vintage televisions. Let's see what I got. So let's try to see what all I got. Of course it's locked. Why would it be unlocked? Why would I make this easy for myself? One copyright flag coming up. Can't see nothing. Well, there's an Admiral and a Sony. Sony's first portable, a Grundig Satellite. A blonde RCA roundy that you totally can't see. Almost might be able to get it out the door like this. That's a terrible idea, but it's very tempting. Hey, you can see some of the stuff I got. Probably can't figure out what it is by looking at it, but whatever. Never mind this Zenith 24 NC33 roundy in Danish Modern cabinet. This didn't come in the haul I just got. Instead, about 2-3 days before, a friend of mine traded me this for my RCA CTC16 metal cabinet set from the Resurrection video I did. Thanks, John. I'm looking forward to restoring this. So this is what all I got. A very nice RCA CTC10 blonde with UHF. A Dumont Manchurian. This 20-inch screen television was the biggest direct-view television set offered in 1947. Featuring full VHF tuning with FM in the middle of that band on the tuner, an AM tuner, and a, I believe, 2-speed Webster Chicago record changer. Yes, it is. And you probably can't see any of this because it's incredibly dark. The backside of this television set is green, and you can swivel the cabinet out 180 degrees so that this side instead becomes the green side. The cool thing about the swivel is that this set could be within an inch of the wall, and you could still swivel at 180 degrees without hitting the wall. Brilliant design. Let's see here. I got a 7-inch Sentinel for the knobs because I have the wood cabinet version of that set and I want a full set of knobs for it. I'm missing the free regular knobs on that set, but somehow I have the special tuner knob. 2 Bakelite Admirals. Both of them have cabinet damage. This one has a chip right here on the front, and the Bakelite isn't very shiny, although it might clean up. This one's really shiny and nice, but it has a big crack going down the side. I got a Zenith HD TV satellite and DTV tuner box that I am going to see if I can use for tuning over-the-air DTV, and just ignore the satellite portion if it'll let me. Octopussy. James Bond. You need to stop letting your women get bitten by radioactive cephalopods. Pilot TV 37. It has a free KP4 in it. And that's about all I know. It'll be interesting to see if this will run. This is documentation and some odds and ends from inside the Dumont that I believe go with it. A Sony 301W that was basically the first all-transistorized direct-view TV set in 1960. The Philco Safari from 1959 predates this. Both of these sets claimed to be all-transistorized, but both of them had two high-voltage rectifier tubes for the anode voltage of the picture tube. So they are mostly transistor, and they are battery-operated capable. Grundig satellite. No idea if it works or is any good, but I was able to roll it into a small lot of odds and ends for cheap. And I got a Zenith 2G changer and this funky Roan balun and antenna switcher. I also got a early 50s 16-inch RCA console back there. It uses a 16 Jeep 4 picture tube that should fit my Zenith porthole, and that's the only reason I bought that set, and I bought it for dirt cheap. So I'm going to see if I can take the picture tube from this, stick it in my porthole, stick the CRT that's in the porthole, which is less good but still usable, and get rid of this thing for what I paid for it. But it's not going into the garage or the house, it's going into storage immediately. Go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect 200 rubles. So the Sony powers up, but the screen doesn't light. I've got no high voltage. I could hear the deflection oscillators running. And it did sound like there was some RF noise coming through the tuner, and possibly some video coming through the tuner based on the audio, but I couldn't get any actual sound to come through on it. It's going to be on the back burner for a while. When I got this one, I tested it at the place I bought it, and I couldn't get the CRT filament to light. I think what the problem was is that the pins on the Sony picture tube are shorter than the pins on that style of base on American tubes, and my test socket couldn't get contact on the pins because the pins were too short. I managed to find a power cord for this, and later on I'll be, at some point in the future, I'll be trying to work on this, but this is a far future project right now. Pilot TV37. It has the original SAMs for it, which is going to be nice to have. I'm pretty sure I don't have folder number 62, or at least I'm very patchy below 100 in my SAMs. This set does have its photo fact, and it does have its knobs, which I took off earlier, but it does not have any of the screws that hold the top on, or any of the screws that hold the chassis in, so I can just pick the chassis up. Tom, you're filming this horribly. I know I'm filming this horribly. So I can pick the chassis up, so I can pull the chassis out of the cabinet and get a shot of all of those nice original caps underneath it. And the, I think, homemade ballast right there, and that nice cap there. I think this was supposed to have an HV cage on it. It clearly doesn't. That may be a problem, but I'll figure out what to do about this. It's definitely cool. So this week's video was supposed to be a cataracting video, but the remaining footage I wanted to collect for it ended up butting up into the time that I normally use for editing prior to my target release day. So instead, we've got this video that I was debating whether I was going to put out or not due to the low quality of the footage on the TV haul I got 2 weeks ago. Another thing that ate into my filming time this week is I was dealing with moving some of the projects from this haul out of the garage into various places. The Admirals are now in storage along with the 7-inch set and the 16-inch RCA. I've gotten all the sets out of the garage now except for the Dumont Manchu. In order to make room for them, I had to button up a remote Magnavox, and that is also going to contribute to next week's video, as will another set you've seen in this video. I'll let you take a guess which one. An additional development is that the CTC-10 is basically working. It has very poor synchronization in the horizontal and vertical axes, and I'm in the process of starting to look into that. I just brought the set down to my workbench the other day, and I'm going to start on it soon after I edit up the video for next week that I want to get done preemptively so that I'm not doing things last minute as I have been. Look forward to that video. Thanks for watching.